Good morning, this is your Stats Sensei, Mr. Spensei, and this is an exit ticket on errors. So it says refer to scenario one of your warm-up and explain the consequences of committing the type of error that you selected for in the context of the scenario. So let's go look back at our scenario. A company manufactures smartphone batteries and developed a new battery they claim has a 30-month life expectancy. We had a sample size 60. We got a sample mean of 28, and they'd given us a population mean of 8 months. We ran the test and we got a p-value of 0.0264, which was less than our alpha 0.05. So we rejected the null. So basically, here's what we said. The claim was that it was 30 months, but we rejected that and we believed this. Well, if you reject, the only type of error you could have committed is a type 1. All right. So we did not believe the 30 months. We believe this. We rejected the null because our p-value was lower than our alpha. So the only type of error that we could have committed is a type 1. Well, what could have happened? Well, we could have been setting up to sue that we could have sued the company because we believed it was wrong, but we're going to be a little more nice and go, you know what? We don't believe their battery lasts 30 months, so we're not going to give them our business. So in error, we say the battery was less than 30 months. We say that in error when in fact it lasted 30 months or more. As a result of our error, we're not going to give the company our business. We won't buy the battery. Basically, in summary, we decided the battery was bad or didn't last 30 months when in fact it wasn't, when it actually lasted 30 months. So we're not going to buy the battery. We're not going to give them the business. And the battery was perfectly good and did exactly what it said. But we made a type 1 error and rejected the claim of 30 months. And we believed, we did not believe this, and that was a mistake. And we believe this, and it was also a mistake. All right. In other words, this was true and this was false. All right. The 30-month claim was true and we didn't believe it. So the hoe was telling us the truth. So type 1, the hoe's telling the truth and you reject it. All right. Scenario 2, explain the consequences of committing the type of error you selected in the context of this scenario. All right. So in this scenario, we were dealing with ACLs. All right. And we said that on average, the average time to recover is 224 days, but they came out with a new procedure. The new procedure was supposed to reduce the recovery time. All right. And we actually got a sample mean of 203 days and a sample standard deviation of 85 days. Because we had the sample standard deviation, that made it a t distribution. When we ran the test, we're like, yeah, 203 is less than 224, but our p-value is greater than our alpha, so we failed to reject. If we failed to reject, the only type of error that we could have made is a type 2. Because remember, fail to type 2. So then when we go to our assignment, we believe, well, first off, our null hypothesis was that it was 224 days, and we believe this. And we did not believe this. We believe this, and it was a lie, and this is the truth. So in this case, we believe the lying hoe, and that was a mistake. All right. Remember, anytime you commit an error, you made a mistake, whether it's a type 1 or type 2. Type 2, we fail to reject. Fail to reject means we believe the null. So we believe the null, and it was a lying hoe. All right. So you believe the lying hoe. So we failed to reject a null. So the only type of error that could have been committed is a type 2. All right. Remember, key words: fail to type 2. All right. So what's the consequence? Well, We will not use a new approach, which would have reduced recovery time because we incorrectly believed it would not help. So we decided the new procedure would not help reduce recovery time when in fact it actually does. Missed out on helping recovery times from ACL surgery. All right. Appreciate you watching. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you.